We all understand the pressures of life and being an adult, and how that level of suck just gets a little bit worse when you're dealing with family obligations and finances and work drama, and the last thing you want to do is read another story that's just full of the same level of angst and heartache that you're already dealing with in your real life. So instead, it's better to escape into a story that makes you laugh and has a little bit of a dark twist. And the best one I can recommend for you is I Hate Fairyland by Skottie Young. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Married with Comics. I'm your host Laura, and guess who's back? That's right, we are here, and thank you all so much for sticking with us during our impromptu hiatus. Let's just say there are plans and then there's the reality of life, and life definitely decided to kick it into high gear this last month. We're here, we are definitely going to be returning, and I have some great content for you all, don't worry. But as our thank you, because we passed 800 subscribers, you guys are amazing. And in the next 3 videos, we will have 3 different giveaways. Thank you so much. And just as another reminder, we're getting to our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I can just taste it. It's coming. If we get to that goal, people who are subscribed and commenting on these videos are eligible for a 9.4 Spawn issue number 1, along with a Married with Comics bookmark. Now, we're very familiar with this storyline, like Neverending Story, Labyrinth, The Page Master, where you have your favorite story that you've read over and over again, and then somehow you magically get transported into that fantasy world. And now you are living the pages that you loved to read. You typically go on an adventure, you learn something new about yourself, you face your fears, and then you return to the modern world as a stronger and better person than you were before you started this book. Well, what if the wrong person was the one who was sent on this kind of adventure? And when I say the wrong person, I mean a short, adorable-looking little girl with bright green hair who has a slight homicidal tendency. So Gertrude is an obnoxious, stubborn, hysterically funny girl who does not understand key things that we would expect from normal heroes, such as patience, kindness, understanding, discerning. So instead, she gets sent into Fairytaleland. And instead of listening to anyone and maybe paying attention to her surroundings and trying to figure things out, she gets bored, frustrated, likes to drink, and tends to go on a murderous rampage when things just tend to frustrate her. So it starts off as her just not understanding how to get out of Fairytaleland, which all she has to do is follow the map. She has a guide. She can find the key and she can go home, but she won't follow any of the steps. And any time that she runs into an obstacle, it somehow ends up in this murderous, bloodshed struggle that it certainly was never meant to be. It has been 27 years of Gertrude searching through all the land to find a way home. And at this point, she's just kind of reached a whole new level of fluff my life. Why do I say fluff my life? Because in Fairytaleland, you cannot cuss. So Gertrude went from an adorable 7-8-year-old girl who is now in her 30s. So because she can't cuss, she simply drinks, behaves very badly, goes on her killing sprees, and gives her guide, Larry, a hard time. And Larry, of course, gives it back to her because the dynamic between the two of them is hysterical. Because at one point, Gertrude tries to do the right thing. She tries not to kill anyone. She wants to get home. And every single time she does this, it inevitably ends up with her having to give in to her devious side and maybe pick up an axe or two. And Larry, on the other hand, is just this little fly that has guided tons of other little girls through Fairytaleland and helped them get through it in record time. Yet Gertrude cannot figure this out, and Larry has accepted his fate, that he is going to forever be stuck with this obnoxious green-haired monster in the body of a little girl. So the two of them feed off of each other, and it is hysterical. But you can't just have a story with only Gertrude making a mess in Fairytaleland, because yes, it's funny, but after a while as a reader, you're gonna get bored. Queen Claudia, after 27 years of absolute menace and terror caused by Gertrude, finds a loophole in the contract that says there is a way to stop the chaos that is Gertrude. So she begins the plan to destroy and undermine and get rid of Gertrude. So now it becomes this dynamic between the two characters of Gertrude and Claudia. What is going to happen at the end between this battle of wits and the battle of might? I will not tell you. All I will say is I finished this book and I raced to the library to get volumes 2 and 3. I laughed just as much with volumes 2 and 3 as I did with volume 1, and I am dying for volume 4. This series was exactly what I needed. It was funny, it was dark, it was twisty, and it was a perfect example of what happens when you take an incredible artist like Skottie Young and you finally let him have free reign. Skottie Young is a very talented and exceptional writer. Otherwise, this would just be a great art storyline. And there are great art comic books. But I think that Skottie Young proves in this storyline that you can have both. You can have great writing, a ton of humor, and beautiful art. And there are definitely times where we need complicated things and we need moments of our seriousness and our angst and our struggles within our superhero stories. And then there are moments where, you know what, we just need to laugh. And if you need to laugh, this is absolutely the perfect story for you. I can't recommend it enough. Now, this title was given to me by a great friend, Tom, and he said once I finish reading it, I'm allowed to give it away to all of you. So, to enter to win this beautiful book, all you have to do is comment below and tell me what is your favorite Skottie Young series. And as a bonus, let us know what your favorite Skottie Young cover is. He has done some exceptional work, but I'm always curious to know which one's your favorite. Have you read Fairytaleland? And if you have, tell us down in the comments, what did you think? Did you think it was just as funny as I did? And do you definitely recommend it? This is Laura from Married with Comics, and I will see you all again very soon. Let's just say I have something very special up my sleeve in the next 2 videos. It's gonna be great. Have a great day, everyone.